Hey movie fans! Last week I did the top 5 worst Marvel movies of all time, and you guys seem to enjoy that. That is why today I will do the top 5 best Marvel movies to give the other side of the spectrum. Before I get into this list, I'm going to add a little bit of clarification of if you're looking for Avengers, I'm sorry, but I will not put it on this list because yes, we all universally agree that it's a great movie. I'm not putting it on this list because it is an ensemble movie. The movies I'll be looking at today will be individual stories, or else I would have put Avengers as the best Marvel movie. At number 5, we have Iron Man. This is the one that started off the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it started off on a very, very good note. Robert Downey Jr. was perfect casting. This movie also did just as much for Robert Downey Jr. as it did for Marvel. 2008 was a big year for Robert Downey Jr. in terms of reestablishing himself as a good solid actor. Drugs and alcoholism really derailed his career, and this coupled with his Academy Award nominated performance in Tropic Thunder, yeah, he got nominated for that, really boosted him up to this new level of Hollywood stardom, and now he's forever linked with the Tony Stark character. And I believe that's good because he really embodies the Tony Stark persona, which made Iron Man more believable in my mind of having a great leading man lead the way. Iron Man was a great, fun movie that set the pace and set the tone for all Marvel movies going forward. At number 4, we have Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy provided a nice, fresh take on the superhero story, which was getting a bit formulaic. Granted, it was a good formula, but it was nice to get something different for once. So we had some really unique characters as well as some unique casting choices, like would you pick Dave Bautista as Drax or Vin Diesel as Groot? But all of them worked off each other incredibly well. All the casting was pitch perfect. My only complaint was that the villain was just kind of meh. James Gunn delivered a solid movie that got a lot of people breaking out their tape players once again to listen to Awesome Mix Volume 1. So, James Gunn, thank you for an awesome movie, and here's hoping 2 is even better. At number 3, we have Spider-Man 2. No, not that Spider-Man. The original Spider-Man 2. I say this one because it had arguably the best villain, and when you have a good villain, it makes your hero shine even brighter when he has a harder obstacle to come up against. And Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, oh, he was an obstacle. This movie had it all. It had great themes, great acting, which surprisingly just disappeared for Spider-Man 3. Great action, very, very memorable, and it solidified the superhero genre as a whole. It showed that Spider-Man was not a fluke, and it can make good movies. At number 2, we have X-Men Days of Future Past. Now this is a standalone movie, so while it is an ensemble movie, it still does technically fit in my characteristics of qualification. This movie really blew away all my expectations. I was okay on all the X-Men movies. I've seen them all opening weekend. I was a fan, but not like really big fan. This one really sold me. This arguably has some of the best acting and writing behind it, with some great performances by especially James McAvoy as young Professor X, and the guy that played Quicksilver. Quicksilver really stole the show. But it wasn't all humor. This movie had a lot of actual heart and emotion to it, and you could feel that there were stakes. A lot of the times in superhero movies, you feel that they're invulnerable and there's nothing really to lose because you know they're going to ultimately win in the end. This one, it really gave you the sense of you really need to get this done or else there's truly no hope left. So X-Men Days of Future Past, good job. Here's hoping you can follow it up even more with X-Men Apocalypse in 2016. Now I couldn't cover all the Marvel movies, so I have some honorable mentions. We have X2, which before Days of Future Past was the best X-Men movie. Spider-Man, the original, or Amazing Spider-Man, I like both of them. And finally, Big Hero 6. Yes, that is a Marvel movie. That technically counts. And finally, our number 1, the best Marvel movie we've gotten so far, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. This movie, I had zero expectations for. I really was not a fan of Captain America 1. I thought it did its job, but it was really just holding us over for Avengers. And he wasn't my favorite character in Avengers. I thought he's just kind of there. But this movie proved to me that Captain America can be a good character on his own. He was a good, solid character and presented in a good situation. We've had that fish out of water story so many times, but this one was different. It was old school thinking versus new school technology of what is morally right. And it raised some big questions while having a lot of good, fun action. Plus, you also proved to me that not only is Captain America valuable, you also proved to me that Black Widow is valuable to the team. Because before this movie, I didn't think either of them served a purpose. This movie also introduced a lot of good, memorable characters to hopefully see further down the road in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like Falcon and Crossbones. Overall, I can't rave about this movie enough. If you haven't seen it, where have you been? It was a great, great time, and I'm looking forward to Captain America Civil War. What do you guys think? What are your guys' favorite Marvel movies of all time? Let me know in the comments below. If you like what you see and you want to see more, click right here to see other videos that I have made. Or go to facebook.com/movieguy17 or Twitter at nmovieguy17. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay sharp, movie guys and gals.